All right, Nick, let's talk about the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons had a pretty killer draft, I think, and some of these rookies have already come into minicamp. They've made some really, really nice moves so far, but there's one rookie in particular who's putting in the extra work, and I think they're going to be very special for this Falcons team.
Yeah, Falcons fans got to be excited for the awesome start this one rookie has had. But before we get into that, Atlanta fans, we want to hear from you guys as always in the comment section below. Look, now that the draft is well on beyond this, let's take a look back. Let us know who your favorite draft pick was from the 2023 draft class. There's a lot of interesting options. So let us know which draft pick you think the Atlanta Falcons really knocked it out of the park, and let us know in the comment section below. And please stay tuned to the end of today's video to hear a word from our partner in today's video. And that, of course, is Neuro. Neuro, they've got a great product that gives you a fast and easy energy boost. Use it all the time. So stay tuned to the end of today's video to learn more about this product and to hear about a potential discount for you. But all right, Miles, what you got? What's going on with Atlanta?
Yeah, Nick, so I'm going to get right into it. This special rookie is someone that everybody thought was going to be special during the draft, and no surprise that the Falcons have selected him in the draft, and that is rookie Bijan Robinson. He's already making a killer start. Bijan Robinson has reportedly spent the past several days training with none other than former rookie standout wide receiver Ja'Marr Chase. Robinson and Chase have spent time refining routes and improving their footwork. These training sessions have been led by none other than a guy who refers to himself as Gold Feet. It's a weird name, but the proof is in the pudding. He has worked with receivers with the likes such as Odell Beckham, Jalen Waddle, and Deebo Samuel, three very, very talented receivers. So the Falcons rookie running back is ready to be a threat, both as a runner and a receiver. Nick, I think this is huge because we all have heard the rumors potentially that Cordero Patterson could be kind of a cap casualty potentially for the Falcons. I hope they get to keep him because he's a heck of a player. But Bijan Robinson looks to be that similar style of player, a guy who could be a running back. He's much broader, I think, better running back size than Cordero Patterson. But he's also an elite level receiver, and he's already working on his NFL style receiving. What do you think about this report? What do you think about Bijan Robinson already putting in the work?
Yeah, so this was one of those things. Obviously, the Robinson pick was kind of a controversial selection. He's a running back by position. So people are like, hey, why are you using so much, draft capital, number 8 overall to select him? But like the report alluded to, this guy can do a lot. He has a lot of Le'Veon Bell, potentially even better characteristics. Bell did a lot of receiving, both as a wide receiver, lining up as a slot and out of the backfield. I think Robinson can do that. Again, a sort of younger, faster, bigger, next model Cordero Patterson potentially. But I want to focus on the effort he's putting in. And I think that's the key right there, because one of these things this time of year, we're going to start hearing a lot of stories about certain rookies having big impacts and doing all the right things early on. And we get these comments from fans all the time. It's like, who cares? It's May. Who cares? It's June. Listen, guys, it really matters, because around this time last offseason, we started hearing about a couple rookies that were making some really good impacts, working really hard. How about Dameon Pierce? We talked about him a lot, the rookie running back from the Houston Texans. He had a monster rookie season. We heard a lot about Kenny Pickett, this obviously the Steelers quarterback. He ended up taking care of that position very early on and doing a lot of good job. And now the Steelers feel like he's their quarterback to the future. Aiden Hutchinson for the Lions got off to a really smart, really great start for the Detroit Lions. We saw the impact he had in the season he had last season for the Detroit Lions. So again, just because you're hearing some good news and some guys like Bijan Robinson working really hard, doing all the right things early on, getting off to a great start, that's not something to discount. That really matters, because when you start off the offseason early, that means you go into OTAs, you get the coaches on the right foot, they get you in the offense early. That means when you go into training camp, coaches put you with the first and second string more often. You get to the reps with the starters. Preseason, same thing. And before you know it, you're a day one contributor. Whereas otherwise, if you started slow, you didn't put work in the effort, you get put on the third string preseason, that carries over to training camp. And it's sort of by the end of regular season come around, you're not getting a lot of reps. People potentially look at you as maybe a bust or something like that. So I love the fact that Bijan Robinson is putting in the effort early. I think that's going to be huge for them as they get into training camp and preseason, as he starts to fill in his role in his offense. And plus the fact that he has the skills to compete with a guy like Ja'Marr Chase and work out with him, you got to love that, right? Because that's an elite level athlete that he's comparing himself to.
Yeah, Nick, and I watched the video over, you can go look up, I don't know what it is, but it's Gold Feet's Instagram page. You can look at the videos of Bijan running the routes. He looks already so crisp running these routes. And this leads me to another exciting point, is that you got to think the Falcons have another young running back in Tyler Algier, who did very well, over 1,000-yard season last season. But imagine the two running back sets you could have with Bijan Robinson and Algier in the backfield. You don't know if it's pass. You don't know if it's run. You don't know what the heck is going to go on. And like I said, we talked about, you said it, that newer model, the larger model of Cordero Patterson. Bijan Robinson is a huge guy. He's 5'11", 220. He's built like a truck. I think he could run some people over really, really easily. But obviously has the ability to make the cuts. He's very explosive in his cuts. That was one thing in his draft analysis a lot of people pointed to. And you can see that in this training. You can see him running routes out of the backfield and things like that. And he just looks really, really crisp so far already. So I'm excited. I like he's playing with Chase. I like when he's practicing there because Chase, offensive rookie of the year guy too. That's what Bijan is aiming for. So I think this is a really, really good look for the Falcons.
All right, Miles, we would like to give a special thanks to our partner today's video, Neuro.
That's right, Nick. And I want you to go with me on a journey really fast. I want you to imagine this. It's 4th and goal in the big game, Nick. Your team is relying on you to make the big time game winning play. I know you've been in this situation before, Nick. The stadium is roaring. The clock is ticking. The game is on the line. But if only in that moment you were able to have some Neuro Gum. Neuro Gum will help you stay concentrated, and it gives you a burst of energy without a nasty crash.
That's right, Miles. Neuro has thoughtfully curated ingredients and does endless lab testing, which means that you can reach the right state of mind safely and consistently. That's the most important part. It gives you a clean burst of energy and focus without the jitters of coffee or any of those other energy drinks.
That's right, Nick. And if you click our sponsor link in the description below, you can enjoy energy, calm, and focus whenever you need it.